October with nothing. We came out through a door that had no sign. We found the oldest thing that lives underground and followed it back into the light of night. We are the wild things that remained, the names you couldn't scratch out of the wall. We are the hill, the tunnel and the season, and fantastic is the least of what we are. They gave us names and thought the names would hold us. They thought the fences were the final word. We went below, and while their engines dug the hill, we grew into exactly what we were. We are the wild things that remain, the names you couldn't scratch out of the wall. We are the hill, the tunnel and the season, and fantastic is the least of what we are. The hill is still the hill, the season still turns. They spent the autumn building something that the spring We are the wild things that remain, the names you couldn't scratch out of the wall. We are the hill, the tunnel and the season, and fantastic is the least of what we are. The ash tree at the ridge dropped first, 3 weeks ahead of the oaks below. The hill had always told you when to move, and the hill said, you already know. 3 smokestacks visible from the top here, 3 names you'd rather not say aloud. The fence line runs where the field light fails, and the fence line never stays that proud. There's a smell before the first real frost that opens up like a door ajar. The hill where you were born says nothing permanent. It just keeps track of where you are. By November, the branches hold nothing. The sky comes all the way down to the lane. The thing you took was always going to happen. You just made sure it didn't go to waste again.
You left your boots at the bedroom door for 3 years running, then you stopped. Something in the way you moved through mornings said this quiet life isn't what you bought. I knew what you were before I asked you. I knew the wild thing doesn't simply stay. You're a good animal, still in the window, watching the hillside where you used to play. The children slept through Tuesday and through Wednesday. You counted fence lines from the kitchen floor. I made the same coffee, same 2 cups every morning, and you drank yours standing at the door. I knew what you were before I asked you. I knew the wild thing doesn't simply stay. You're a good animal, still in the window, watching the hillside where you used to play. I'm not asking you to be different. I'm asking you to come back in before dark. The hill will still be there on Wednesday morning. It always looks the same when it gets hard. I knew what you were before I asked you. I knew the wild thing doesn't simply stay. You're a good animal, still in the window, watching the hillside where you used to play.
He said, I've been reformed 3 years in April. She said, I've been counting right alongside. He said, one last look at what the valley offers. She said, one look always becomes a stride. The argument was already decided before the argument began. You can be the man who knows better and still be the man with the plan. He drew the root on the back of a letter. She read the letter before he hid it. He said, you weren't supposed to find that. said I find everything, and yes, I did it. The argument was already decided before the argument began. You can be the man who knows better and still be the man with the plan. The principle of the thing is that principles don't last. You were always going to do this from your first night to your last. The argument was already decided before the argument began. You can be the man who knows better and still be the man with the plan. they brought. The grinding and the shouting and the lights. You're moving in the dark by touch and muscle. You've been moving like this most of your life. 3 miles of tunnel and the air gets thin. 3 miles of tunnel and the sound goes dim. The only thing that stops you is the end, and the end is somewhere you've never been. Your son is somewhere behind you in the dark. His hands are small, but they move the same. You never taught him this, but here he's moving, and you can hear him calling out your name. 3 miles of tunnel and the air gets thin. 3 miles of tunnel and the sound goes dim. The only thing that stops you is the end, and the end is somewhere you've never been. You said 3 farms and now you've lost the count. The surface world is something you remember. The only light you have is moving forward, even if it ends in bare November. 3 miles of tunnel and the air gets thin. 3 miles of tunnel and the sound goes dim. The only thing that stops you is the end, and the end is somewhere you've never been.
The oak tree is still standing. and someone made a kitchen out of the storeroom in the back. The thing about a crisis that you notice is how quickly everyone decides their kin. The couples near the entrance with the young ones, nobody asked to let the neighbors in. This is what we do when it goes wrong. We make a room for everyone still here. We find the closest thing to music, and we stay until the morning makes it clear. Someone brought a cassette player down from storage. The batteries were mostly still intact. We pressed play on something from that summer, and the tunnel held the music like a fact. This is what we do when it goes wrong. We make a room for everyone still here. We find the closest thing to music, and we stay until the morning makes it clear. Before there were 3 farms above the valley, there was one word for everything that lived here. The fox was not the thief, but was the herald who turned the season when the season veered. The dark knows what the daylight doesn't say. The dark holds what the daylight takes away. Down here the oldest stories find their teeth. We are the animals who live beneath. Your grandfather walked this passage in November. No lantern, no map, just the smell of the route. The tunnel was the hill's own nervous system, long before the first surveyor mapped the fell. The dark knows what the daylight doesn't say. The dark holds what the daylight takes away. Down here the oldest stories find their teeth. We are the animals who live beneath. They think they've driven us below the world, but below
taller than the tallest chimney, and the ground outlasts the fence and outlasts the form. The dark knows what the daylight doesn't say. The dark holds what the daylight takes away. Down here the oldest stories find their teeth. We are the animals who live beneath. He spent the autumn in his cousin's shadow. He ran the route his father said to run. He earned his place in every room by trying, and never quite convinced himself he'd won. The second son was first at something, even if he can't say what it was. The thing you practice in the yard for no one is sometimes the thing that matters, because the light in the tunnel when they cut through was pale as paper, and it landed on his face. And for a moment something shifted. He was standing in exactly the right amount of space. The second son is first at something, even if he can't say what it was. The thing you practice in the yard for no one is sometimes the thing that matters, because his father looked at him the way the fathers look when they're surprised and a little scared. He didn't say it, but his hand said something that hadn't happened since before he cared. The second son is first at something, even if he can't say what it was. The thing you practice in the yard for no one is sometimes the thing that matters, because have a children didn't know what day it was, only that the tunnel smelled like someone's kitchen. Someone had been baking since before they woke, and warm bread was the first good thing they were given. The table was a door they'd pulled from somewhere. The plates were borrowed from the store 2 floors above. The grace of it, breakfast, unremarkable, was how fast it started to feel like enough. The small one asked, "Is this where we live now?" And the answer that came back was slow and full. "We live where the people are together. We live where the table's set against the cold." By Thursday it was harder to remember the living room, the television, the town. But the bread was still there, and the table, and the children who had learned to live below the ground.
There's a passage through the eastern pipe that no one's used since before the floods. The rabbits knew it, most of them are gone now, but the pipe itself still holds what it could. The long route out is the only route that gets you where you're going clean. The straight line's what they're watching, and the long route goes unseen. He drew it on a slate with borrowed chalk, 3 corridors and a chamber in between. There was a moment in the firelight looking, when the whole room saw what he could mean. The long route out is the only route that gets you where you're going clean. The straight line's what they're watching, and the long route goes unseen. By midnight half the group had gone ahead. By dawn the chalk map had started to smear. What they left behind fit in a single pocket, and what they were heading toward came clear. The long route out is the only route that gets you where you're going clean. The straight line's what they're watching, and the long route goes unseen.
Surface was exactly where we left it. The grass was wet
The clouds were low and still. The three machines were silent on the hillside, and no one came to meet us from the hill. No one came for us. The machines sat cold in the east. We are harder to kill than they suspected, and more than they bargained for, at least. The exit was a badger's old apartment, a narrow squeeze and 20 feet of dark. We came out near the supermarket loading bay and stood there in the parking lot like cards. What they wanted was compliance, what they built was something else. When you push a whole town underground, it comes back up by itself. No one came for us. The machines sat cold in the east. We are harder to kill than they suspected, and more than they bargained for, at least. The first fox used this tunnel 100 years ago. Before the farms, before the fences, before the name. The hill has been contested and contested, and the hill in the end came out the same. The oldest trick is patience. The fox knows what the farmer never will. The farm can work the surface of a lifetime, but the ground goes deeper than the drill. Your grandfather described a colder winter when they drove the whole extended family east. He said, we were back before the thaw came. We outlast them because we are the least. The oldest trick is patience. The fox knows what the farmer never will. The farm can work the surface of a lifetime, but the ground goes deeper than the drill. The trumpet was the sound of their departure. The accordion was the sound of their return. The gap between the going and the coming is the only thing a body has to learn. The oldest trick is patience. The fox knows what the farmer never will. The farm can work the surface of a lifetime, but the ground goes deeper than the drill.
And swung open. The shelves reached up to somewhere past our heads. We stood a whole long minute in the brightness, and then the smallest one ran on ahead. Everything we found was everything we needed. The cider and the apples stacked in rows. We ate by the fluorescent lights at midnight, and tasted every month of what they'd grown. The children found the sweet aisle without guidance. The older ones cracked something cold and dark. We made a table from an overturned display, and stayed until we'd eaten past the dark. Everything we found was everything we needed. The cider and the apples stacked in rows. We ate by the fluorescent lights at midnight, and tasted every month of what they'd grown. There was a record playing somewhere in the back room, the Beach Boys and the Autumn and the Store. And outside their excavators sat in the cold field. We didn't think about them anymore. Everything we found was everything we needed. The cider and the apples stacked in rows. We ate by the